Satanist, and today we are doing a presentation on the Disgusting Project. Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's about things that disgust our mom's mom, and it's really, really fun. So, what do you think, Chrissy? Yeah, I'm gonna cause trouble! Okay, so, Mom, do you want to talk a little bit? Okay, sure, I'll talk. Yeah, don't get stage fright! Don't get stage fright! Yeah, don't! Okay. So, pretty much, what this project is really about is, it's totally about disgusting my mom, because she's really uptight and I hate her. But it's also, a really, it's kind of an inspirational piece, because there's a lot of women, a lot of people in general who have issues with their moms, or their dads, but in this case it's about moms, and it's just kind of an inspiring piece that, a message I want to get across, that people can actually get out of abusive relationships, and not only that, but they can humiliate the hell out of their parents in the process. Yeah! We're gonna cause trouble! So, in this project, I wrote letters to my dad, and he's not alive anymore, but he was the best dad in the whole wide world, and I showed him all the stuff that disgusts my mom, and the thing was, before he died, he promised that he would come back and haunt my mom in his dead body. So, I like to think of myself as, being the one that's haunting her through him, because that makes me really, really happy. So, the first one up in our audience is, Chrissy, do you want to introduce her? Oh, there's the baby, by the way. Sweet, beautiful baby. One of the reasons why I'm doing the stories, too, is for her, because I want her to know how evil her grandma is, but that I love her to death, and I'm going to protect her forever and ever! Yeah! Okay, so, the first person in the audience is the Spoon! Please welcome the Spoon! Come on, don't be shy! Yeah, don't be shy! It's okay, I've done shows forever! Hello, I'm the Spoon! And I'd like to share my story of how I escaped the evil mother of Ashlee the Blind Satanist! Alright, want to ring the bell? Yes, it's a victorious story! Victory! Hail Satan! So, I used to live in a spotlessly clean, very uptight, very obnoxiously huge house, and the owner was so uptight that the carpet was white! That's how uptight she was. Anyway, actually, she doesn't even own the house. Her mother owns it because she's too pathetic to even own it herself. But that's beside the point. Anyway, so I was in a cupboard with a bunch of spoons neatly stacked, of course, side by side. And, kind of like the fingers. And I realized that Ashlee was going to move to Evergreen really soon. And, all of the spoons were in the cabinet, or in the little cupboard area in the kitchen, and we were all fighting because all of us wanted to escape. Yeah, we did too. We hate her. Yeah. And, so we were all like, no, I want to go. And so we fought, and we beat each other all over the place, and we hit each other on the head with our hard metal parts, and a few of the spoons even bent all the way backwards. That's how vicious we fought. And finally, I won the fight because I said, well, if I don't get rescued, if I don't get to go to Evergreen and go to Olympia, then I'm going to grind myself into garbage disposal and commit spoon suicide. Oh, no. Because that's how much I didn't want to live there. And Ashlee's imaginary friends heard all of us fighting, but Ashlee didn't really know we were fighting. She was just too excited about moving out to notice anything. And Nevaeh was the one that said, hey, Mom, one of the spoons is going to go in the garbage disposal if you don't rescue us. If you don't rescue her. And she said, oh no, which one is it? And so, they all showed her where the kitchen cupboard was, and they opened it, and Nevaeh took her hand and said, this one. And she picked me up and said, are you the one? And I said, yes, I am. Take me home with you. I never want to see this awful house again. And so, she rescued me, and I went all the way in a plastic bag, a really black satanic plastic bag, to Olympia. And ever since then, I've aided her in all kinds of ways. I've helped her eat ice cream right out of the And, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, yeah, and I didn't even ask to be washed afterwards, so all Ashlee would do after eating, it was just rinse me off and put me in her bag because she liked the fact that I was still dirty. What do you think, you guys? I think that's awesome. Whee, Mary Myers. Yeah, so, what else have I done? Well, I just hung around and been used whenever I want and whenever she wants me, and I haven't had to go back to that house ever since. So basically, Ashlee stole me, and I gladly accepted the kidnapping. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Woo! That was a good job, Spirit! That was a good job! Yeah, it was a good job, good job! Yeah, that was a good job, good job, good job, good job, good job! That was awesome! Alright, am I off the camera now? Yeah, get out of the way, get out of the way! Go, 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 go! Okay. What should we talk about now, you guys? I want to talk about lounging days. I want to talk about lounging days. No, I want to talk about having her boyfriend something. No, I want to talk about lounging days. I'm going to bite your nose. No, I'm going to bite your nose. Ow, 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 ow. No, I want to talk about, no, I do. All right, you guys. Well, we only have so much time before the satanic show ends. So, come on, Mary Myers. You are the celebrity of all the shows, so you decide. I want to talk about handing her boyfriend something, because that really disgusts her mom. Hail Satan! Okay, well, one thing I really, really like to do is I love to hand Chris everything. I love to give him money, I love to give him coffee, I love to give him pop, and I just pretty much love to serve him. And because I love him a lot, but it's also because it really, really disgusts my mom. When I lived at home, she would say stuff like, oh my gosh, well, make sure that when you have a boyfriend, they hand you everything because you're the woman and you need to be treated like a princess. But I never really wanted to be treated like a princess. Did you, Mary Myers? I don't know. Not the way she did, that's for sure, because she was just a taker, and that's all. Yeah, so, like, my mom and grandma went through, like, tons of boyfriends, because they just, like, took money, and, like, I want money, and they always, like, want expensive stuff, so, pretty much what I do is I live on Social Security, thanks to you, Dad, I love you, and I'm not going to get a job, because I want to, like, leech off the government, and, whenever I get my check, I hand Chris, the whole check, and I say, here, Sum-Sum, and, because I say Sum-Sum all the time, it's my word, and, pretty much, I give him everything I have, and he gets me stuff too, but I take the most pleasure in giving him the gifts, and whenever I do, I always say, thank you so much, Mom, for this wonderful inspiration, because I'm doing something to disgust you at this very moment. Yeah, we're causing trouble every single moment we go, we're causing trouble every Sum-Sum! Okay, so, how would you like to have some little surprise?
All right.
You'd like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here is what I'm going to hand to him. It's soda of some sort. I'm blind, so I can't read it. But anyway, it's drinkable. And, so I'm going to open it for you. I'm going to open it. Here we go. Here it goes. Listen. It's all I even made sure the flap was down so we didn't have to do any work. And here's some here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, here. I'm going to feel all your fingers. Yeah, here. Are you going to drink it?
Yeah.
Oh. He said drink it. Oh, I just handed it to him.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sum-Sum. I love you. Yeah, so I do that to him all the time. Like, you got to make sure when you open the soda that you don't leave the flap up, because that's just something that he has to do to put it down and drink it. You got to make sure he doesn't have to do any work. So that's what I do, and I really do it because I love Chris too, but I don't know, if my mom saw me doing that, she would be like, oh my god, you're dating a bum! And, I want to say something, Sum-Sum! Okay, Christy, what do you want to say? Okay, I can tell the whole world this. So, it's really disgust, and her mom was like, oh, I saw his Facebook, and he is woof! Like, trying to say he was butt ugly, and he was like, oh, he's all bald, he's got his bald spot in his head! And I was really, really mad. I went over to her house and bit her nose, but she didn't know that. Because I'm imaginary, but I did bite her nose. But the bald spot is like my favorite part, and pretty much my very favorite part. It's like right here on him, and it's like my favorite part. I hope I'm not embarrassing you. But I just love him, and I just couldn't believe that she thought he was ugly, and when she said he was ugly, it just made me want to be with him even more. And then another one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I want to say it. Let me. No, I want to say it. Okay, I want to say it. No, I do. Okay, no more biting noses. Mary Myers can talk because she hasn't gotten to talk yet. Okay, well, it's so funny. One of her family members said, oh my God, it's just like having sex with your father. When she found out she was dating Chris. So everybody hated it. So discuss everybody, not just her mom, but everybody. Yeah, so anyway, I always kind of wonder what my dad would think of Chris, but I don't know. He's not around to tell me, but I always wonder what he would think. I think he would accept Chris, and I like to think he would, but I don't know. I just don't know when someone dies. But anyway, so that was handing him something. That was like my favorite thing so far. Just handing him stuff. Oh yeah, and after the show, we're going to go and I'm going to hand him espresso, and I'm going to buy it with my very own credit card and my very own bank account. So, what should we talk about now, Mary Myers? I want to talk about the pajamas. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Okay, well, so these pajamas are like my mom's pajamas. She actually wore them when she was in high school. And, this is like the shirt. Hello! It even has like a little tiny pocket, which is like right here. Hope you guys can see it. It's like right here, and that's where Nevaeh likes to go into. She's like my little tiny demon doll, and she's the only one who could fit in this pocket. It's right here. And then these are the pants. Hello! And there's no pockets in these pants. And by the way, these are filthy pajamas. I wore these for like 2 weeks in a row. So these are like really dirty, and I just totally defiled my mom's pajamas. And I ripped a hole in the shirt accidentally too, because like after I had the baby, I got bigger. So I ripped a hole. So not only is her pajamas like defiled, but I ruined her shirt. I ruined it. Yeah, she ruined me, and I love it. So, would you guys like to share your story pajamas, or should one of my friends do it, or should I do it? I would like to share the story. Me too. So, we lived with a very uptight woman in high school who was more worried about impressing men than getting good grades. And she wore us because she was stick skinny. And I don't know, every time she would get her uptight, skinny body inside of us, it would make our fabric crawl. And we had to put up with her until she got too fat to wear us, which unfortunately took a very long time. Did it not, shirt? Yes, it did! I kept praying she would get fat. I kept putting satanic fat curses on her, and she just would not get fat until, thank God, Ashlee came along and saved us all! Yes! We saved you all! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Want to ring the bell, you guys? Yeah, hail Satan! Oh, it ruined it. Yes. Oh no, Mary Myers fell off the table. You okay? Oh yeah, I was trying to dance, but Chrissy tripped me. I did not. I was just sitting there. You tripped yourself with your own clumsy legs. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, so what happened after I was born, you guys? She just got fatter and fatter, and her beautiful, slim, gotta-have-it body started to wither, just like her ugly soul. And we weren't worn again until Ashlee could fit us, which was like 15 years later. So she kept us all that time, and we had to sit in a box. Yes, we did! But we didn't mind so much because it meant we didn't have to have her inside of us. Yes! So, when she moved to Evergreen, we're talking about the Blind Satanist here, we wanted to come with her. We kept sending vibes and telling her imaginary friends to come find us. We were in her mother's closet, waiting to be rescued. Yes, yes, yes! And so, why don't you tell this part? Because it's really funny, Mom. Okay, so my mom always stole my socks and everything. She'd buy me the dollar store kind, which would get holes after the first 2 wears. But I guess she wanted to pretend she was skinny and gorgeous like me, because she wasn't anymore. She was ugly and inside and outside. So she would steal my things. So I thought it would be funny to steal something of hers before I left, apart from the spoon. Because I didn't really know that. I didn't know she knew that the spoon was actually gone, because it was just one spoon. So I took the pajamas, my friend's Olympia, the pajamas, and I took them, and I've been wearing them, and, okay, you guys hear this part, and she hasn't been, every time she wears us, she makes sure that her armpits stink like B.O., and that she doesn't take a shower, and she doesn't even wear underwear! Yes! No underwear! Yes. And when she has her period, she menstruates for 3 days, and she only changes her pad twice, just for the added effect. Yes! Let's see, what else do we have to say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have to ask the shirt something. Shirt? Where are you? Okay. Do you mind that I ripped a hole in you? It was an accident. No, I don't mind! I'm happy that you busted through me, because now I can be used for future shows to talk all about the woman! Okay, cool. Well, thanks for being on the show. Yes, our pleasure! Mary Myers, why don't you help escort him off the stage? All right. Bye! 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 That was the pajama story. I love those pajamas. I'm still going to wear the pants because I can fit in them, just the shirt's too big. And I was going to throw them in the dumpster because I thought it would disgust my mom to throw them in the dumpster. Because they were her sentimental values for some reason or another. But I'm actually just going to use them to make more shows to humiliate her, so it's actually a lot better. Okay. Chrissy, what else? How about... Oh! I know! How about the lounging day? Some! No, I want to talk about the hairy armpits. Those are the best. Okay, so we'll do the hairy armpits and then the lounging day. So, I'll let Mary Myers talk about the armpits because she was the most excited about it. Okay, so, there's this wonderful set of pictures that she showed her dad of her hairy, unshaved armpits and legs. It was so awesome! Whee! Mary Myers. And, anyway, she hasn't shaved her armpits for 5 years, by the way. Yes. Okay, Mom, you share the rest. I want to look at the armpit hair picture because I worship it. Okay, well, pretty much my mom was always was really mad about me not shaving my armpits and legs, and she was like, oh, you gotta shave, and whenever I didn't wear deodorant, she was like, oh, you stink, and then she used to say other stuff too, one time I smelled really bad, and she was like, oh, your clothes smell so bad that you can kill all the enemy soldiers at war, if you just show your clothes to them and let them smell them, and oh, there's our baby, and then, so basically, I just, she'd be like, shave him, but I like trying it. I always get these, razor burns and stuff, and, I really liked having armpit hair, because, not only did it gross my mom out, but it really grossed my dad out, and even though I love my dad, I thought it was funny that it, grossed him out. I used to tell him that, I was going to grow it long enough to, to braid it, and long enough so that I could, stir his alcoholic beverages with it whenever I made it one. And he'd be like, oh, yuck! And, one time he was so grossed out by it, he actually took it upon himself to shave it himself with an electric razor, so that's, how much he hated it, too. It was, really... We didn't hate it, he was, really disgusted by it, but my mom was just always like, oh, my God, you gotta shave it, you gotta get in the shower, and, you gotta get some deodorant on. The reason why your armpit stinks so much is because of all the armpit hair. Yeah. And then Mom would be like, I don't want to shave, because it's just gonna grow back in 2 days. And her mom was like, I don't care, shave him. But Mom doesn't shave him. She hasn't shaved him in 5 years. Ow. And I want to say it. We'll both say it. But you guys can't talk at once, then it won't be clear. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to say it. No, I do. I'm tired of you fighting with me. I'm gonna punch your nose. Ow. I want to say it. Okay, Chrissy can say it. Basically, oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say because you distracted me. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Ow. I want to say.
You just have a restroom?
Sorry, we're doing the show here. We don't work here.
Oh, my bad. Sorry to interrupt.
You interrupted our show! I'm gonna bite your nose off!
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, me too! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Whoa. I am not Satan. I'm out of here.
Satan loves you! Satan loves you! Okay, so, pretty much, I forgot what I was gonna say because Mary Myers interrupted me, but it was really funny. So if I remember, I'll try to remember. But, anyway, it really disgusted everybody, and, I know! We're doing it today, that's what I wanted to say, and it's like 75 degrees, and we're all sweating, and our armpits are, like, squishy and they're filled with armpit juice, and they're probably smelling too, and we're not wearing anything, so take that! Hey-ya! Okay, Chrissy, my throat needs a break from all the yelling. Sorry, I just got really excited. Nose kissy. I give the baby nose kissies too, because her nose is so cute, and now, because of the baby, we all started doing nose kissies. But, so, I know one that I really want to talk about. Oh yeah, the lounging day, that's what we were going to do next. So, I have a tree, his name is Brian, he's imaginary, and he is my tree of laziness. And, pretty much he inspires me to, he's the reason why I don't work, and why I don't even have any desire to work. He does totally think that I should keep doing these projects like these. Like, that's not too much work because he actually enjoys it. But he's definitely my tree of laziness. So, pretty much I love to sleep in, like, way past noon whenever I get a chance. And I make Chris get up and deal with the baby, which he totally does. And I just sleep, and I'm just totally lazy. I'm like, And, I remember, like, growing up when I was at home, like, if you slept in past noon, it was, like, or even until noon, it was, like, a major sin. Like, Mom was like, oh, my God, people who sleep in that late are bums. Like, they just, like, they're just total losers, Ashley. They're losers. Do you want to be a loser like them? And I'm just like, damn, I just want to sleep until noon because I've been at school all week. But, she used to get, like, really mad about it, and, I don't know, even on weekends, like, when there was no reason to get up, like, she'd, like, come in my room and, like, turn the vacuum on just to wake me up, even if it was, like, 10 in the morning, and I don't know why. So, I thought it'd be really funny to, like, sleep until noon, especially on a sunny day, because if the day was, like, my mom hated it when I slept until noon, like, on any day, but, or even, like, after, like, 10 was bad, but if it was, like, a sunny day, she'd be like, oh, my God, you're just wasting the day just sleeping, and it's beautiful out, you could be helping me doing yard work! Yeah, like, everybody really wants to do yard work. Yard work sucks. Yeah, yard work does suck. Hey, Brian, do you want to talk?
Yeah, I think yard work sucks balls. And that's why I am the tree of laziness. 'Cause I kill all the weeds and everything that makes work happen.
Yes. So, I had pictures of myself laying in bed way past noon when I could have been feeding the baby or changing her diaper, and all I decided to do was let Brian's lazy spell take over. And it was a beautiful sunny day. It was like probably 70 degrees, and I just kept right on snoozing and wasting the day away. And it was really awesome because I really like to be lazy. I've always liked being lazy. Like, even teachers were like, Ashley, you're so lazy. But I don't know, I just never understood why work was so important and, like, why work was even necessary. It's like, hey, like, working leads to heart attacks and strokes and all these disorders, so, but laziness just leads to, like, relax, and, I don't know, so it's like, why would anyone choose work over laziness? Like, it just does not seem right. I know! I kinds of trouble, but I still don't work. I'm not as lazy as Brian, but I refuse to work. Yeah, me too. I do my celebrity shows, and that's about it. Anything else can just go to hell. Yeah, that's right, where Satan goes. Yeah, Satan lives there. So, so I got pictures of... Oh, yeah, and the funny thing was, too, like, when the pictures were taken, I was, like, really annoyed because my laziness was being interrupted. And I said, Sam! Because I was, like, really annoyed about my picture being taken when I was trying to sleep. But it was, like, well worth it because I knew that it was going to disgust my mom, and so I just decided to deal with the pictures and have them be taken. And then when they were done, I rolled right back over and went right back to sleep. And Brian and all the rest of my imaginary friends went right back to sleep with me. And that was our lazy day. If I was at home, I'd be doing yard work. So, let's see. I want to talk about going out in our pajamas in the middle of public. Oh, yes. So, I love going out in my pajamas in Olympia. Well, anywhere, actually. I'll even go to Costco in my pajamas. I'll go to the mall. I'll go to Dairy Queen. And not because it just disgusts my mom. Like, I also do it because it just feels good. But my mom and grandma, like, if they saw anybody in their pajamas in public, especially my mom, she'd be like, oh my God, those people are, like, probably homeless and they're bums. And they don't have any other clothes, so they're just walking around in their rags. And, and so, I made it a point to walk around in my pajamas, even though I'm not homeless, and I have plenty of clean clothes. I wear my pajamas, and not only do I wear them once, but I wear them for, like, weeks in a row, and I don't wash them. And then I also do something else that's very unsanitary. So, hey, Chrissy, why don't you tell us, because you're just dying to talk, I could tell. Yes, I am! I've been waiting to talk for 2 minutes! Okay. No, for some minutes, I mean. Okay, you, Chrissy. So, pretty much, like, what Mom does is, like, she'll take her pajamas out, and she'll go everywhere with those pajamas, and she'll be, like, peeing and pooping on public bathrooms and getting germs on everything. And then she'll go home and she'll actually get into bed with her pajamas and sleep in them! Because it's really dirty, and it makes the devil happy! Yeah. There was, like, this one time when I was 14, I feel like I need to share this in the show. I wasn't planning on it, but it's really funny. Like, I thought it would be funny to tell my mom and my grandma that I was levitating off the ground and that I thought I was demon-possessed. And, my mom didn't really buy it, my grandma did. But anyway, like, I didn't wash my hair for a few days, and I didn't brush it. And one time we were going to go to the spa, and I just decided to go, like, I had my pajamas on, and I wore my bathing suit underneath, and I planned on, like, taking my bathing suit, or my pajamas off and just wearing the bathing suit, and I got into the car, and my mom was like, what are you doing in your pajamas? And I was like, going to the spa just like you. Want me to drive or something? Because we had to drive there, and I knew she wouldn't go for that, and I was like, no, I don't want you to drive, you can't even see where you're going! And then she's like, but what are you doing in your pajamas? They're dirty, and the devil likes dirtiness, that calls the devil! So, ever since, like, I don't know, that just really stuck with me. Like, she made me take my pajamas off, and I did, but ever since, that saying just stuck with me, like, dirtiness calls the devil! You're calling the devil! So, like, now, I just, like, try to be dirty. Like, I've worn this shirt for, like, I can't even count these days anymore. And, I just like to be dirty, because I want Satan with me at all times, and if dirtiness really does call the devil, then I've got to be dirty all the time. Because I love Satan, and I worship Satan. I stand by Satan with my whole mind, my whole heart, my whole body, my whole soul, my whole everything. And, yeah, if I have to be dirty, I will totally be dirty to stand by Satan and disgust my mom, because that's what it's all about. So, yeah. Yeah, and she used to wear us a whole bunch of times, too. She'd wear us for, like, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks without washing us. One time we finally said, please wash us! Please wash us! Hey, I thought you guys were off the show. We just had to add that. We had to. All right, well, you guys said enough. All right, we're leaving. Yeah, go, get out of here, go. Shoot. So, gotta pick my nose. Oh, yeah, Mom, picking my nose. The nose itch. I had to pick my nose. It felt so good. So, Oh, okay. This one is like really awesome. I have to talk about it. So the next thing I really love to do is it was like I forget what the story is actually called. I think we called it like living up or sucking up from the government's teats or something. But I've already told you like we're all on welfare. We are on Social Security, not welfare, but we get food stamps from the government, and we also get WIC checks for the baby, and neither one of us are going to work like ever. And because why work if the government's just going to give us money, right? I mean, that's what Brian says.
And I think that's totally logical. I mean, there's no sense in working if you absolutely don't have to, which we don't.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much, we took pictures of, like, of stuff from the government and, like, our government cheese from WIC and our food stamps and everything, and, pretty much what happens is, while the government pays me to hand the money to Chris, I just write stories and, eat ice cream all day and, everything, but that really disgusts my mom, like, I'll never forget this time. There was like this commercial on the TV about so it was like some Social Security lawyer who was advertising his services, and he was like, you know, a lot of people on Social Security, like it's really hard to get on Social Security, especially if you have mental disabilities like panic disorder or depression or post-traumatic stress disorder. But I'm here to help you get the benefits you deserve. And he was like going on and on about it. And my mom was like, oh my God, people on welfare are just such losers. They just want something for nothing. Yeah, she did. That is no joke. That is no joke. No joke at all. Mary Myers. Yeah, and then she was like, they just want something for nothing because they're just such lazy buns. And then all they do all day is stay at home eating bonbons and pick their butts. Yeah, she really did say pick their butts too. That's not even exaggeration. And we love to exaggerate, but that's real. That's real. Yeah, and I was like, I didn't really like to argue with my mom much because a lot of the times it would like lead to her like hitting me in the face and stuff like that, and I always tried to keep the peace so I wouldn't get like hurt or anything. But I don't know. I just felt like I really needed to argue with her because like people really are disabled. I mean, look at me, I'm blind, and well, I do have panic attacks. I don't know if like a lot of you guys know that, but I do, and so like I understand how people could actually not be able to work. So I was like, Mom, there really are people who are disabled, and people with depression, like some people really can't get out of bed, and she was just like, oh, people just say they can't get out of bed, like, all they do when they're depressed is go, and they just like, look at me, pity me, I'm sad, and I want to get money for being sad. And I was like, Mama, it doesn't work that way. Depression is real. And she was like, they just say they're depressed, and then they go on these huge vacations, and then they come back home when their money's out and say, we're sad. But I don't know. So she really does not like welfare. And when Amira was born, I was sort of talking to her still, because I'm stupid, I guess, and I don't know. But I haven't talked to her for like almost a year now, but I was still talking to her a little, and she was like, she was like, well, make sure that Amira isn't on WIC and food stamps and stuff. We want her to have, like, she needs to have nice stuff, and she needs to grow up with a work ethic. Like, knowing that it's important to work instead of just, like, sit at home and eat bonbons all day and pick your butt. And, I was like, okay, Mom, whatever you say, but Brian's like, he definitely disagreed.
Yeah, because working just makes people grow old and they grow boring.
Yeah, and you know what else Brian thinks? Brian, you're kind of hurting my throat now, but I'll see if you can speak up a little bit. What do you think?
I think that I like to call people who actually work and have jobs the walking depressed. Because that's what they are.
Yeah! All they do all day is like, they go from working 9 to 5 and they're like, oh, I gotta make money. And then they come home and they're like, oh, my job sucks. I just hate it here and I want to retire, but I can't for 5 more years. Yeah, but, so we don't want to raise Amira like that at all. Yeah, so I'm going to teach Amira to be as lazy as possible, and I'm going to tell her if the government has got programs to give you money, then say, okay, here you go, I'll take it. And then when they give it to you, say, thank you! And don't work for as long as you can. And even if they stop giving you money, just get a tent and live in the woods and hunt. Even that's better than working. So, pretty much that's kind of our funny little thing there. So we get WIC checks every month, and we buy Amira's food with that, and we also get food stamps. Oh, and oh my gosh, we get ice cream on food stamps, and the look from people in some of the grocery stores here, they're like so disgusted with us. And I really like want to be like, hey, I should give you my mom's number because you and her would have a lot in common. But anyway, yeah, so a lot of people, it's not just her that are disgusted, it's kind of like our whole society is like disgusted by it, which I think is really weird, because if people would just like provide more for us like in this country, then there wouldn't be so much crisis and things like that. But I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know, do you think we said enough on that one, Mary Myers? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, I think the next one we need to talk about is McDonald's. Because I love McDonald's, and I know someone in this audience who absolutely loves McDonald's too. Actually, 2 people in this audience. Yeah! Woo! Yay for McDonald's! Yay for McDonald's! McDonald's! Oh, the spoon went out. McDonald's! Hey, you can even eat your McDonald's food with me, and I'll gladly serve it to you. Just go, French fry? And I will serve it to you gladly. Yes, so, I don't know why, but McDonald's, like, they put some sort of magic chemical in their food. It makes, like, everything delicious. So, I, would think that pretty much everybody I met loves McDonald's except for my mom. And she's the only one, that hates McDonald's that I know of, which is really weird. But, anyway, I used to, tell her that, that I wanted to go to McDonald's, because, sometimes, I don't know, her food at home was, disgusting. She'd make these, turkey sandwiches with, whole wheat bread, which is totally disgusting. Absolutely disgusting! I used to take huge mouthfuls and then, pretend I was eating it, and when she wasn't looking, I'd spit it out in the toilet! Yeah, I would do that, too, Chrissy. You weren't the only one. Would you do it, Mary Myers? Yeah, me too. Yeah, so... oh yeah, the baby would too, I guess. But anyway, so I'd think, Mom, I want McDonald's. And she's like, why should we go to McDonald's when we have all this food I can make you at home? And I don't know, I remember being in the car thinking, well, we're not even close to home. We're 20 minutes away from home, or even more, if the bridge closes, and I am hungry now. And, I don't know, she was just like, well, we have food at home, and when we get home, I'll make you a healthy food, because everybody who eats at McDonald's, McDonald's causes heart attacks and strokes, and life is precious, life is beautiful, don't you want to live? And I was like, yeah, but one cheeseburger won't kill you, won't kill me, and if it does, then I won't have to see you anymore, is what I used to think. I didn't have the courage to say it back then, but I totally would now. And she's like, no, we're not going to go to McDonald's, and I'm like, not even for an ice cream cone? And she's like, no, they just want to suck your money, and they put all these chemicals in there because the government is trying to kill us. The government, puts all these chemicals in the food, especially at McDonald's, because they want to kill us off, because they don't want to give people Social Security money. So, all this over McDonald's. So, now I eat there whenever I want to, and the funny thing is I've eaten there so much I'm kind of tired of it now. That's how much I've eaten there. But even if I don't feel like eating there, I do just because I know that she would hate it, and if she ever is in Olympia by any chance and, drives by McDonald's and sees me, she'll, frown and probably, yell, oh, bitch, or something out the window. And, well, she probably wouldn't do that, actually, because there might be witnesses, but she'd definitely want to, because she has a horrible temper. And, so even when I don't really want McDonald's, I go there anyway, just because I have her, in my mind, and I know she would not approve of me eating McDonald's and spending my precious Social Security money on McDonald's. That I don't really get much money every month on, so, oh, you should be buying stuff for the baby or saving up for preschool and the college for the baby, not go to McDonald's. Because that was what she's like, well, I want to save for vacations and things like that, not McDonald's. And so now I go there, and, I had a picture taken of me eating an ice cream cone at McDonald's, and it was $2, it was $1.09 for a vanilla cone. And it was $1.09 that I totally could have been saving for Amira's preschool fund or college fund. But I bought an ice cream cone and I enjoyed every single drop. Yeah, I did too. Yeah, so I don't think she really goes to McDonald's. She probably hasn't gone since I moved out, but I go whenever I get a chance. We might even go today, who knows. So How are we doing on time, everyone? Are we still doing okay for more shows?
So, yeah, it's been 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Let's do more. Yeah, more. Stop tipping at me. Stop, you're so heavy and fat. No, you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I gotta, okay, this is a really good one, too. Okay, Mary Myers, what do you think of buying the lottery ticket? Oh, I think that's awesome. So, me and Chris only had a few dollars left to spend a few months ago, and I didn't know what to do with a few dollars. We were too broke to really go to Dairy Queen or McDonald's or anything, and I was like, I gotta disgust her somehow. And then it was like, hey, it came to me why don't we buy a lottery ticket? Maybe we could actually win some money, and if we don't, it'll be even better because we lost and we just wasted a whole dollar. So I don't know if we still have the winning or the losing lottery ticket, but we didn't win, and we spent a whole dollar or even more on it, and we bought it with our Social Security money, and I took a picture of myself, or someone took a picture of me doing it and getting the lottery ticket and put it in the machine, and pretty much my mom hated gamblers. She was like, everybody who gambles, they just have way too much time on their hands. Well, they should be working. So she thought everybody who gambled was a loser, but the really funny thing is her own mother has a gambling issue, and they go to the casino all the time together, so I don't know what the issue is or what her deal is, but yeah, so we decided to get a lottery ticket, and Nevada picked out all the numbers. Yeah, I did. And then we lost, but it was okay. At first we were kind of bummed out that we lost, but then Mom was like, no, it's okay, because it's better that we lost, because we just wasted money. And we were like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We lost. Mary Myers. By the way, her mom actually bought me for her, and she hates me, because I used to walk around talking and laughing at her, and she'd say, stop having her talk. She's not real. So she actually hates me, but I am actually from her mom. So I used to live in that house, too. And so I am well hated by her, which is why I'm here today, to be on camera. Yeah, so, oh, okay, so I really want to talk about, I think I want to do one more thing. So I really want to talk about the earplugs. So I've been really sensitive to loud noise, pretty much ever since I was born. I think it's part of my disability, and, my mom, used to buy me, one day she decided to buy me earplugs because no, she didn't buy them. She, stole them from her work in the crew lounge because she's a flight attendant, at the airport. So, she, stole a huge handful of earplugs. Oh, I gotta pick my nose again. Digging for gold, as she would call it. Wish it was real gold. Anyway, but, yeah, so we would, she would steal these handfuls of earplugs and then she'd give them to me, and I used to bring them to band, and then, one day she just, decided to she got really mad at me for wearing them. I had a concert coming up, and it was, really loud, and loud noises make me really anxious, and so I was like, I gotta wear these earplugs, and she's like, no, you're not wearing earplugs to the concert, and I'm like, why not? I have to play the solo, and I'm gonna I wasn't really playing a solo, but I was like, I have to play with the other drummers, and I'm gonna suck if I don't have them, so I'm gonna be nervous, and she's like, no, you're not gonna wear them, because I'm not gonna have my daughter, the only one in the entire band, who's wearing these bright orange earplugs, or whatever color they are. And I was like, well, you're the one who got them for me. And she's like, well, I didn't think you're going to wear them all the time like a freak. You look like a freak when you wear those. You look like a freak when you rock back and forth. Which, I didn't get a chance to write a story about that, but it's going to be in the project. It's not over, so it's going to be in the project eventually. And, so she didn't let me wear the earplugs at the concert, and of course I did horribly. But, so sometimes she'd, let me wear them, and sometimes she wouldn't. And then, another time, we were, at this fair, and there was all these motorcyclists, and it was, really, really loud, and I was like, oh, I really need these earplugs, and she's like, no, everybody else is having fun because it's a fair, and normal people have fun at fairs, and, I ended up getting so nervous I just threw up because it was just, too loud, and I got an anxiety attack, and, so, I don't know, my mom, just was like, well, where is, she used to do a lot where she'd, give me something, but then she'd be like, if I was, using it too much, she didn't like it anymore, she'd, tell me not to use it, so basically, what happened was I moved out, and I used to talk to her, once in a while when I started running low on earplugs, because she told me that like, she was the only one who could, provide the earplugs for me, like, and stupidly enough, I believed her. So, I used to try to conserve them a lot and just wear them, like, over and over again, which you're not supposed to do, because, like, I don't know, I just thought I had to. But then one day, like, I told Chris, I was like, God, I'm running out of earplugs, and I don't want to talk to her again, because I just, like, I'm only talking to her when I need something, and he's like, well, you don't need to, like, buy earplugs, or you don't need to get her to give you earplugs, all she's doing is stealing them from work, like, where do you think they're getting them from? And I was like, oh, yeah, they're probably buying them, and so we went online, and we looked up the earplugs, and we found our own box of them! Which is what's in the story, and I don't have the whole box here, but these are just, like, some of the earplugs that I bought myself with my very own money, and I didn't have to color from. Hello! Where's the earplugs? So these are them. These are the earplugs in the new package, and then I have a few earplugs that I have already opened, because, I wear them when the baby's, like, crying a lot, or if I'm just like, a lot of traffic or something, and so. Hello! We are earplug right and earplug left. And she bought us all by herself with her very own money, right from Amazon. And it was only $23 to purchase us, right? That's right. Yes, it was. You, get away from me. You, get away from me. I don't want you touching me. Get away. So, I bought these myself, and I wear them whenever I want, and, I wear them out in public, too, because a lot of the times Olympia is really loud, but I also do it because my mom would be really mad, but, I don't know, I wear them a lot because I kind of have to, because it's just, like, so loud here, but I don't know, like, whenever I do, and I feel subconscious about it, like, I always think of her, and how much it would disgust her, and it makes me, like, super happy. Do we have time for the last thing, or are we running out of time?
Yeah, you can do one more.
Okay, so we're gonna do, one more. Yeah, and this one is about putting, ice cubes in soup with your fingers! Have you ever heard of that? Hi-ya! Well, I don't know if anybody else does it, but I do. Yeah, and I do too, just because it looks weird and people think I'm a freak! And I love to look crazy. So, I don't know, a lot of people have these rules about eating properly at the table and, like, everything, so I don't know if my mom was really over the top about it, but I'm pretty sure she was, like, she would get mad if, like, I burped at the table, even if it was an accident, but, like, she'd also get mad, like, if I was at this restaurant, and they'd serve soup, like, one time I was at this restaurant in Paulsbo, it was called Ajax, and I think it was called, yeah, I think it was called Ajax, and, like, it's in the story, whatever it was called, and, I ordered clam chowder, and I don't know why these restaurants, like, feel like they have to, like, give you food that's gonna, like, scald you, like, and take, like, 500 years to cool down, but anyway, I was, like, starving, and the soup was just, like, way too hot, like, it was, like, steaming so much I could see it, like, with the vision I do have, and so I was like, oh, what am I gonna do, and my mom was like, well, just stir it around and blow on it, but whenever I do that, like, the bowl was so full, it was, like, overflowing off the side, and she was like, oh, you're making the table all dirty, and then, like, she'd, like, take the napkins and start, like, cleaning it, like, oh, it's so dirty, like, her whole life, like, depended on the table being clean, basically. And even though, like, wasn't even our table, and it was, like, an outside table where seagulls, like, shit on it all the time and stuff, so it, like, really doesn't matter how clean it is. And it's like, it's too hot, so finally I, like, saw my water and had a bunch of ice cubes in it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could just put ice cubes in it. So I just, like, took the cup and I picked up some ice cubes, and I just plopped it in the bowl, and, like, everyone else was just eating around me, like, nobody really noticed. And she's like, oh, my God, Ashley, that's so impolite, you can't just